Hello everyone, my name is Desra and welcome back to ROM 2. And the newly captured provinces are beginning to become more and more under control. Right now we are at -46, but it's going to improve by 12 on the very next end turn. So as far as I'm concerned, we are getting to where we are, where we want. Actually, we are where we want. Also, on the other side of things, the war is also appearing to go very well. Except for the fact that we got poisoned just now, but it didn't do too much damage, thankfully. And it leaves us with enough men to go ahead and attack this city right here. And that should annihilate the... what were the names again? Sequanii? Maybe. Anyway, I'm gonna fight this on the battlefield, and I'll see you then. Great conditions. I think it's time to start the deployment. So, the unfortunate thing here is that, of course, the second time we actually fight on an assault map like this, we get the exact same, we get exactly the same layout as we did the last time we fought. So that's a bit shitty, but I guess we'll have to deal with it. Suck it up. But yeah, this time I'm not gonna go for an all-out flanking thingamajig. I'm instead going to put up all the artillery right here, and I don't think I actually need to have the ladders. I guess I'll place them here, and then make them drop it, and then take those guys there. And I'm gonna take the Germanic youths up and throw as many Pila as possible. I know it's not Pila, but I'm gonna call it Pila right now. And after that, try to charge in the not the chosen swordsmen, but sword masters. So yeah, I think I'm good to go. And we follow up with the swordsmasters, so in case they try to rush out to kill off our skirmishers, we'll catch them. At least do our damnedest to catch them. Also, these guys are... yes, they are not slingers. These guys, on the other hand, are definitely slingers. Also, I thought I was going to do this, so I can actually break down the wall and I don't have to use the ladders. Also, as I've said several times over the last videos, I am still ill, but this time I am really close to being completely well again. It's just a tiny shred of illness still lurking a little bit there. And there we go, that was pretty awesome. And I didn't actually know it would collapse like that. Well, that's nice. But it didn't collapse completely, and the gate isn't actually down. So let's keep that targeted. Also, move a bit closer, so we are actually in range. Come on, Ballista. Batter down the gates. And so you did. What did you? I think they did. It's hard to tell actually if they did so or if they just opened the gate. That might also be the thing that happened actually. Anyway, let's do a bit of this and go back to fire at will. And fire up what we have, and then we'll send in the crack team of swordsmen to beat the garrison down. Yeah, those explosive shots are definitely doing a lot of damage. I don't know how historically accurate they are, but if you don't care about that, I can just simply appreciate how awesome they are. Also, I completely forgot about you guys. Obviously, I didn't select you at the start of the battle. Oh yeah, I think I know what happened. I selected the ones that was actually carrying a ladder, or bound to a ladder, and then I actually completely forgot about the one unit that wasn't actually carrying a ladder. Anyway, this fight is almost completely won, down to the skirmishers and the ballista. So that's nice. I rather let the units that are way out of harm's way use all their ammo, and the cheapest units take all the damage, rather than sending in the valuable swordsman. Oh, fresh meat.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Well, not that fresh, but I guess the freshest of meats. Anyway, the Celtic skirmishers, they're still there. I'll give them that. But these guys, these Celtic skirmishers, they're not so brave. That's unfortunate for them.
The men are wavering.
Anyway, the men are wavering, and with good reason, I must say. And I think it's time to send in the first of the swordsmasters. Also, the reinforcements are coming in.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
These are actually the units that is in my thumbnail, I think. I didn't realize that until a day or two ago. That's a little bit awesome. I think, at least.
One of our units has used
There
all
we
its
go,
ammunition.
Celtic. Skirmisher? No, it was tribesmen. But those are skirmishers. And I guess it doesn't matter, because they will die nonetheless, no matter what unit they are. And there those guys go. Those guys are out of ammo. In fact, all my skirmish units are now out of ammo. So I see no reason not to pull them back. And I guess we could charge in with the remaining swordsmen.
Warriors eager for blood. Sword masters. Ready.
Yeah, lovely pathfinding we have going on here. Well then.
They will bleed for us.
Anyway, yet more lambs to the slaughter.
Kill, kill, kill.
And they are indeed going down.
Swords. Sword masters. We are taking trophies.
Hopefully that'll make it go slightly faster. Also, we could send those guys just over to capture the cap circle.
Fearless warriors. Battle ready and eager.
Well, not all of you. I was trying to make like a few of them go for those guys, but I guess it doesn't really matter because they're all routed. And are those the only ones still remaining? We'll see. I think they might be. Or they might not be, seeing how far the band's power actually are in their direction. Keep in mind that they are losing quite substantially, and there we go. I was proven correct. There's actually quite a lot of units still active. Including Oathsworn. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, that needs to be taken care of. That's safe to say. Okay, those guys are gone, and yes, the rest of them are going to be hit in the sandwich. A delicious sandwich. There we go, Oathsworn, all that remains. And now, no unit still remains. So, we'll end the battle and take a look at the losses. A lot of good damage there. Skirmish units actually doing, well, not a lot of damage, but still a substantial amount. Well, the ballista, not as damaging as I thought it would be, seeing with the explosive shots and the hit to the gate that collapsed the upper platforms. But at least, still we have the ever-reliable swordsman. And down goes the last army of my enemy. Or so I think. Also, we have an empire. Imperium. Your power knows no bounds. You can now maintain additional armies, fleets and agents, and issue more provincial edicts. So, now I have 2 edicts that can be enacted. That's quite nice. That means that I don't have to be content with only these guys getting the, for example, the bread and games. But do we actually need that? Well, not right now anyway. I think we are actually starting to get things under control. Even here, I'm building this shrine right here, which I found out actually quite recently is the best option, as far as I can tell, when it comes to happiness. 8 plus the public order. That's quite a lot. Anyway, where do we want to go with the additional edicts? Maybe a region we have 3 provinces in, and milk a bit of money out of them. I think we'll do just that. So let's go a little bit up on the tax rate. And to make up for that, we might expand this city. Well, we will, but not this turn, as you can see right there. We don't really want that. Something we do want is the rest of Belgium. And of course, that means that we have to trample over yet another enemy tribe, which happens to be Celtic, which is actually a slight problem, just because of the culture, and me being Alverni and hating pretty much every other culture that isn't me. Sounds a bit familiar, but it especially has an effect with the Suebi. And I am working on that right here, building a shrine. And actually, we might want to convert this, but I can't afford it right now. Actually, I can afford it. One of the only things I can afford. So yeah, as quickly as possible, we'll get the Germanic culture as a majority. Well, it is a majority, but we'll try to get a monopoly on it. Speaking of regions that needs to be Germanic, and we are working on turning Germanic, we are now achieving 71%, and the increase is still 0.3 per turn, but it's still going up. And pretty much the same here. We are now up to 80. So soon we will be able to take... In fact, it's actually only this, but still. And convert that to something else. Maybe a production facility, I don't know. Maybe some industry. Anyway, yeah, we need to declare war on these guys. And then I can actually control completed provinces. Also, the potential next enemy after that again is the Carnoots. Yeah, the Carnoots. Or, if we want to, we could try to invade the British Isles. I don't know if that would be a good idea though, at all. But if we keep expanding our land empire, we are guaranteed to bump into Rome after a while, and they are scary. We're already bordering them, which is really, really scary. Let's actually try to see if we can get a bit of alliancing or something to that effect going with them. Also, we are quite friendly with them. Because oh yeah, those guys. Yeah, those guys are just completely annihilated. I got a bonus because the Romans were actually at war with them, I think. So yeah, I got actually a lot of bonuses just simply because of that. That's quite nice. Also, apparently, my balance of power is a lot bigger than the Romans, and I guess that can be correct. Just look at the size of my empire compared to what they have right now. Probably have all of Italy, and they definitely don't have Sicily, which I heard that in the next patch, the major patch, the patch 15. The Romans actually should be able to grab Corsica pretty early on, but obviously that hasn't happened. But yeah, I guess that makes this very, very correct. And hopefully that will allow us to gain a trade agreement, which is not gonna happen. Okay then, what about a non-aggression pact? Also low. Well, I guess that's not happening, and we'll just have to look out for them. But sooner or later they'll probably declare war, so that'll be fun. But yeah, for now I see the next step of this campaign is to build up this army and build up that army, make the maximum and replenish them completely. And after that, go ahead and capture this province. And I think I'll see you then. So, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this part. Like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.